Hi, so we just purchased our first 8 chicks last month on the 29th of the month, so March 29th. We brought them home, and I just wanted to share some information because I didn't know anything about raising chicks, and this was our first go at it. So the first thing I wanted to mention that Tractor Supply did not tell me about were these electrolytes that should be added to the water. So I just fill a jug with water. So you take 1 packet and add it to a gallon of water. And I change this a couple times a day. So I keep the majority there, and then I put it into their watering dispenser. And I don't fill it all the way because they end up getting it so dirty. I change it twice a day. Okay, and that is their food dispenser there that they're sitting on. That fills with some food. So this is the food that we got from Tractor Supply, and you want to make sure that it is Start and Grow medicated crumbles so that it helps them get started on their growth, and it has medication in it, probiotics, antibiotics, helps them fight anything off. I also grabbed just the other day, because our chicks are 4 weeks now, these mealworms, but they weren't really excited about them. Some people had said that they got their chicks mealworms and they were so excited and, ate them right up, and mine just kind of looked at them and they weren't very interested. So maybe as they grow a little bit older. And then you want to make sure that you get pine shavings, and you do not want to get cedar. Cedar shavings are really bad for them. They it ruins their respiratory system, I guess. They have trouble breathing, and it kind of attacks, and it's really bad. They could die from that. So anyway, this is our setup. We have a heat lamp that's on there, and the first number of days I had it under the mesh so that it got really close to them in there. That was like the first week and a half, maybe the first 2 weeks. I had that right in there. But then as they got a little more rambunctious, I made sure to have the metal covering underneath the lamp, and I think that maybe just in a couple more days I'm going to move the lamp right out of there. We also put in this roosting perch so that they can practice sitting on there, and when I come down in the morning, there's usually 4 of them perched on there without a problem. The first day or two, they tried to get up there and they would just fall right off. Their legs weren't very strong when we first put it in. I think we put it in at week 2. But then, after a week of practice walking on it and balancing on it, they are doing awesome. So that is everything we have for our chicks. I have them in the house because it's still a little cold outside. They just wouldn't stay warm enough because inside their brooder, it needs to be, when they're first in there, it needs to be 90 to 95 degrees. So, it's progressively, I'm moving that heat lamp progressively back, and I think the next couple of days I'm going to take it right off because this bedroom is pretty warm. It's downstairs and secluded. I had them out in the living room, but now that they're getting older, their dust that they're giving off is a little too much. So I actually have things covered in here because I don't want their dust to get all over everything. It'd be kind of difficult to clean it up. So that's it. That's where we're at. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. You can email me at ksmith3106@gmail.com. And as you can see, they are fighting for that dominance. They want their pecking order. It kind of makes me a little unsettled, but I know this is what they do. So I don't know. Any questions? ksmith3106@gmail.com.